Well, in our morning rounds, the FDA is expected to approve the first new class of depression medication in decades. It's a nasal spray version of the drug ketamine, which is used in anesthesia. In powder form, it is also the party drug Special K. Dr. Jon LaPook joins us with more. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Bianna. More than 16 million American adults suffer from major depressive disorder. About 30% of them are treatment resistant. They live in pain that can be unbearable. Some are so desperate they may actually self-medicate with opiates or even turn to suicide. Now, a medication that's been around for 50 years could give hope to patients who could not find relief from current antidepressants.
Kayla Snyder is getting ready for an upcoming visit with her family. But less than a year ago, she couldn't even leave her apartment.
Every 3 to 6 months, I seem to have a severe depressive episode, which includes not getting out of bed for a week to 2 weeks, not showering, not eating.
Her childhood in New Jersey appeared to be happy, but things began to fall apart when Kayla left home for college.
I didn't know what I was doing in life, what my purpose was. I thought something was wrong with me.
Antidepressants didn't help much, and over the next 5 years, Kayla got so desperate she tried to kill herself 3 times. Then she started regular intravenous ketamine infusions at this New York City clinic, which connected us to Kayla.
I didn't have suicidal thoughts every day, which I used to have, and I just felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulders.
Traditional antidepressants work on neurotransmitters such as serotonin and norepinephrine that help nerves in the brain communicate. Ketamine targets a different one called glutamate and works much faster than drugs like Prozac, Cymbalta, or Zoloft.
What we've heard from patients who've gotten ketamine is that, wow, this is what it feels like to be normal. And that they never thought they were going to feel that way again. So it's very dramatic.
Dr. Dennis Charney was one of the first to study ketamine infusion therapy and would get a share of any profits from the spray version.
Ketamine has been abused on the street where it's called Special K. How does it make people feel there?
What the individual is looking for when they take Special K is a feeling of highness, a out-of-body experience. And this in general is not a major issue when you take the lower doses that are needed to feel better from depression.
Each of Kayla's current ketamine treatments costs $475, and they are not reimbursed by insurance. If the FDA approves the nasal spray version, it will likely be covered. For Kayla, that's reason enough to see if it works just as well as the infusions.
It really helps your entire life, not just, oh, let's get high for an hour and then go back to a depressing life. It's more, it changes your life in a positive way.
This newest ketamine spray called Spravato has to be administered under a doctor's supervision and is only for those who have failed at least 2 antidepressants. Dr. Charney says if antidepressants are working for you, stick with them.
But this sounds really promising. What are the risks, if any, associated with the ketamine spray?
Well, there can be a sense of dissociation, of oversedation, blood pressure and pulse can go up. And of course, with any new treatment, you've got to follow it as there are more patients who are being treated and see are there any kind of new side effects we don't know about, and also see just how effective it is.
And how often does the treatment last?
Well, it's been given in varying doses. It could be once a week, it could be twice a week as a spray, and then sometimes you have to keep giving it week after week after week, and it can wear off. So one of the things we're going to see is, can you stop, or do you have to just keep giving it over time? So a lot of questions remain unanswered, but it is something for people who are so depressed, and they have that feeling. My patients who have had that said, it's like you're sinking to the bottom of the earth, and there's no stopping you. And one of the things it does, the antidepressants that work, is it gives your feet a bottom. So you're just not, maybe it's not a happy pill, but you're not going to sink lower than that. And that feeling of stability means a lot.
Yeah, it does.
Just to give people hope. Thank you, John. Always good to have you at the table.